Alrighty, so let's do this. Let's get a lesson on how the Iraqi auctions, the currency auctions work. So after I released the last video, I had mistakenly made an error in some of the information or part of the information that I was relaying to you guys. And then I got a phone call from the big dog himself, which was Nathan, scolded me about making sure I say the information right. So I'm not afraid to say that I got part of it wrong. But nonetheless, let's go over this and how these auctions work, because this is information that is not shared out there in the Dinar community. And this information is coming from a person that's a true insider, all right? This man knows how the governments and the banks and the oil sales and everything works, all right? So no, he doesn't have any type of specific inside information that he could share. And no, I'm not going to go around telling people, oh, I got this insider, even though I just did. But the point is this. Look, whenever I talk about something, he will call and make corrections when I need to if they're really off the mark. All right? So after we went through this, I am going to explain to you how the currency auctions and how they work and why they're necessary. Okay? So first off, this article here, yeah, whenever, so just so you guys know, when another YouTuber comes out and says, hey, this person is misleading you and use words like that, and they're giving you fake information, that's really, really damaging. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's even worse when you try to make a video like that and you end up proving that I'm right and you're absolutely wrong. Okay? So that's the embarrassing thing, but let's not get into that. There was an auction. Yes, the auctions are open. You read this article, I like how we just skimmed through and went, look, none of the banks took part of it, none of it. So there was zero. And then you come running over here and go, hey, look, there's $0. You guys are totally missed. And that was the purpose of my response video. And I was laughing because if anything, he was proving to you that I was accurate, that he was factually wrong. And I was factually 100% accurate. Let me show what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get educated on this because this is what I like about this channel. So the central bank on Sunday begins selling the dollar through the daily auctions. Let me repeat that. The central bank of Iraq on Sunday begins selling the dollar through the daily auctions. And what did Jeff say? This article is misleading. It's fake news. That's what he said. You're wrong. It's real, and I'll prove it. Okay, so what happened is the bank sells today, and here's the funny part that everybody missed. It's telling you right here that the auction today, what did it do? It sold $245,669,143. That's how much it made in auctions today. So the fact that you guys totally missed that was the point I was trying to make about the video. This guy is using this information to try to say I'm wrong when you can visually see that it's right. Okay, so let's get past this part. So here it is. The bank's sales were all to enhance the balances abroad in the form of transfers and credits that were fully covered by the bank at an exchange rate of 1,190 dinar per dollar. Right here, like Jeff said, while there was no cash sales to the banks. He's right, but he doesn't know what that means. While none of the 27 banks participated in the currency auction, that doesn't mean there was no auction. What this means is none of the 27 banks participated in the currency auction made any offers to sell the dollar. In other words, they were not giving up the US dollar. Now, let me explain something to you so you guys can understand how this works. Okay? In the times of crisis, the fallback currency everywhere is the US dollar. I did an article or I did a YouTube video where I was explaining to you guys that our Federal Reserve was pumping out money like it was candy. And they were going ahead and they were making sure that the central banks around the world were fluid. They were liquid, I should say, with US dollars. That's because it is and always will be the fallback currency. It's the best commodities during times of crisis. Everybody gets and they hold on to the US dollar. Okay, this is why you see here none of the 27 banks made any offers to sell the dollar. It doesn't say there was no auctions. It means they didn't part with their physical currency. Which brings me over to where this is. Now, here's the funny thing. If you're going to say this article is fake news and they're misleading people, then that means you're saying that this is fake news and it's a fake website. Let me show what I'm talking about. Look at, here's the last auction, and you could see that it was. Look at 316, and it was reported on 317, it looks like. So remember when the ISX closed? Well, so did the auctions. They stopped on 316. But what do you see here? The auctions have restarted. But let's just go into here so I can explain what I'm talking about. So just so you guys understand where this money comes from, okay? The oil ministry works with the CBI Bank, the Central Bank of Iraq. Just so you guys know, the sales of the oil, the Iraqi oil, the sales, the money that's generated from there are sold in the CBI. They're in the currency auctions. So what are we looking at here? Right up here where it says total sales for the purpose of strength and outside assets, transfers and credits, this is digital dollars. That's what you're looking at. So for this auction, they sold 222,736,990 digital dollars. Down here it says total sell of cash. Well, they sold physical. This is physical money now. They sold 24,960,000 US physical dollars. They parted with them. Okay? So remember, this is a little bit before things really started getting crazy. So they did part with some of it. That's what this is. Up here is the amount of money generated for the auctions. And this is how much of the currency was sold. All right? So they sold this. They sold that. Let's come back over here. Let's look at today's auction. Yes, there's an auction. That's why I was laughing. He's showing, he's like, look here, look here. But you guys are totally missing the fact that that was up there and this was here. Look here, $0. Zero means there was no auction. No, it doesn't. You're misleading people and you're factually wrong. So, like Nathan explained to me, what you're looking at here is during oil sales. These are the credits that they get from the oil sales. So wire transfers or transfers of monies and credits, I should say. So how this helps. So here's the part that I got backwards and I'm not afraid to say so. The currency auctions, how they help the exchange. And here's what I got wrong myself. And that is, you got to look at it this way. Remember that article I showed you where the pharmacist was complaining that the CBI, by stopping the auctions, was damaging the dinar? Remember, he said that. He says that it's ruining their value by stopping the auctions. And here's why that's happening. What is happening is this. When they do the auctions, they saturate the markets with US dollars. That means there's a lot of them. If there's a lot of them, that's good. That's good for the Iraqi dinar. It helps the foreign exchange rate of the dinar go up because there's a lot more US dollars out there. Does that make sense? So the more US dollars they put out there, the less, in comparison, side by side, it's not that there's less. I shouldn't say it that way. There's a lot more people to use the US dollar. So the dinar rate goes up, because the market is being saturated with US dollars. That's how that works. Okay. So when you see the auctions, what you're seeing up here again is the digital currency. This is the money they made from oil sales. This here's the physical cash that they sell in auctions. Okay. So yes, when we seen this article is not misleading. It's not fake. And to say that is just mind blowing. I don't think he's ever pointed out an article that was actually fake. Just because it doesn't fit your agenda doesn't mean it's fake news. Okay? Seriously. People keep saying, well, you know how we could solve this? You should put Nathan and Jeff on the phone together with you and let Nathan. No. See, Nathan is not a fan of Jeff. He thinks Jeff's an idiot, and that's not cool. Nathan would destroy him. He watches Jeff's videos and it drives him insane. Okay? And he's brought this up where Jeff keeps going, that article's factually wrong. It's misleading. No, they're not. They just don't fit your agenda. Now, me, I don't want people to misunderstand. I'm not mad at Jeff. I made that video to respond to and point out how stupid it was. Okay? I'm not mad at Jeff. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? It's no big deal to me. I just thought it was funny that he would use the articles and the Iraqi auction website to try to say that I was wrong and show you that there was no auction when he was pointing at this, and you could clearly see above and below that the auctions took place. Now, you want to see how one validates the other? This is the auction for today. What they say they sold. $245,669,143. What does this article say? They sold $245,669,143. How much did they part with physical US dollars and cash? Zero. What does this article say? Well, none of the 27 banks participating in the currency auction made any offers to sell their dollars. Let me repeat that. While none of the 27 banks participating in the currency auction made any offer to sell their dollars. That's, again, like I said, the fallback currency is the US dollar. They're not going to part with the physical dollars. There's no way in God's green earth that's going to happen. It's because it's a better commodity. Okay, so no, this article is not misleading. It's not fake news. No, I didn't mislead you. The auctions did happen. Jeff, you're factually wrong. Okay, so just calm your teats, all right? Look, you're not going to find any guru, and I don't care how many times Jeff says he's factually 100% right. He's not. If you guys remember that time, he thought the money supply off the CBI website, there was a huge drop and they destroyed it. And he was wrong about that. There just ended up being the glitch. And me, I made the mistake in thinking that, okay, what we're looking at. Well, actually, I was right. I forget. I'm the one that said that. I said the issuing is how much they issued for the month. I was wrong. That was the overall currency issued altogether. Okay, so I was wrong there. I don't mind that. As far as Jeff bringing up the ISX, it wasn't a matter of being wrong. It was just simple. When I go to look at my currencies, and I showed you guys this already, if you come over here, I go to Yahoo and I go to finance, but on there you can see there are a lot of tickers that I watch. Okay, I just don't watch one. Look, here's the ISX, and look, what do you guys, that's ISX, that's good for me, by the way. But look here, it's green. You know what it was this morning? It was red. I wonder why it's green. Could it be because of currency auction? But anyways, it was red. And no, this isn't hardly moving at all. But I noticed this was like this. Okay, see how these are black? These were black all the way across. There was no movement for like a week. And when I went to the ISX website, it said closed. And that was like that for a week. So when I seen this turn green like this and showed me activities, I went to the ISX and it said open. So I just said, Jeff goes, and Pimpy, after I made a video trying to make it sound like I was trying to contradict him. That's not what I was doing. I just noticed it was open and said, hey, it's open. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. Look, you're not going to find anybody in the Dinar community that's 100% accurate. Nobody is. The best we all can do is take a look at the information, do our best to disseminate it, and make an educational guess. Okay? But when you go around accusing people of misleading and saying they're factually wrong, that's not cool, Jeff. That's really damaging to people, especially when you're the one that's wrong. That's really, really embarrassing. So no, I can't put Nathan and Jeff on the same phone call. It would just be humiliating, all right? Now, I don't want people to misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with Jeff. I like Jeff. Jeff, away from this crap, is a nice guy. I like shooting the shit with him, all right? But when you do this kind of stuff, of course, I'm going to call him out on it because he's wrong. Everybody, yes, the currency auctions are open. Nathan told me 4 days ago they were going to be open. I just waited till I can see something tangible, like a news article that said something. This news article is not fake news. It matches exactly what this website says over here is the currency auctions. You can see the digital currency was $245,669,143. What does this article say? It says the same thing, $245,669,143. Over here it says the banks that are participating in the currency auction. Again, let me stress that because some of you guys lost your freaking mind and we're not reading. 27 banks participating in the currency auction did not make any offers to sell their dollars. And what does the currency auction currency say? They didn't part with any of their physical dollars. Okay? Okay, so good. This is the kind of information that you don't get out there. Look, I like finding out and being educated on this stuff so I know what to look for. So this is how the currency auction works. The oil ministry works with the CBI. They sell the money generated by oil sales, and this helps control the exchange rate. And by selling US dollars, it saturates the market, and that helps increase the rate of the Iraqi dinar. Okay? So now we've been getting it backwards, saying, well, we want the auctions to stop. I've been saying we want the damn auctions to stop. Okay? That's not the case. Actually, what we want them to do is continue saturating the market with foreign currencies, especially the US dollar. That would help strengthen the Iraqi dinar. Okay? So I want to take this time to thank Nathan for calling me up. He does this. We talk all the time. You know what I mean? He's a very informative guy. And he's like, no. Let me educate you. So and then I go ahead and I pass this information along. So thank you there, Professor Nathan. Okay. So again, you guys, this explains how currency auctions work. I hope that makes sense. Yes, the currency auctions are open. Yes, there was an auction today. They did not sell any cash, physical cash, but they sold digital cash. So the currency auctions are open. Jeff, nan the boo boo, stick your head in doo doo.